Hey everybody, we're back again with a Kid Goku EZA showcase video. I still have not put equips on him. Maybe, you know what, I'm going to go put one on him right now. This is going to make people mad, but we are going to put on, what do we have? What is this? This is for just Goku units. This is for, yeah, I'm going to pause real quick because nobody's going to watch me scroll. I'll come back whenever I have one equip on. Alright, we're going to go ahead and put a gold equip on him. I have two of these, so I'm going to go ahead and put one on him. It's an evasion and a crit. I think that'll be good. Give him just... I don't really want to give him more crit, but there are going to be scenarios where you get his passive crit before you really want it. So you just having a little bit of extra crit for that active skill is going to be really good. By the way, the 5 booster up, be sure to take advantage of that on the weekends. Today is Saturday. Recording this at about 7 o'clock on Saturday. We are going to jump into the GT Legendary Goku event. I'm going to use the exact same team I used for his initial showcase that I did in here just before. I like to show units before and after that EZA. So I think this will be a good event to jump into. We can see kind of how he compares. I'll tell you, the equip I almost put on him was that EX, like Goku equip that gives him extra defense. But it kind of seems like this guy, like, you really just want to put, like, additionals or dodge on him. Additionals, probably, if you're going to use him in Super Battle Road in the future. Like, he's just, we're going to need, like, I don't know what we need to come out, because I don't know that there's ever going to be a scenario where you want to run this guy over this guy. And if you're bringing this guy, I don't know that you really want to bring this guy, because if you're using him, it's just as a floater. Like, what? I know they don't share a lot of teams because of the movie here on. I guess if there's like a Turtle School category team, you could bring this guy, since this guy isn't on Turtle School since it's from the movie. This one. Yeah, so you can see here he's not on Turtle School. So I guess if we get like a Master Roshi that leads Turtle School, like a 200% Turtle School team, or like a Krillin that leads Turtle School from Dragon Ball Saga, then you'd want to bring this guy. But other than those scenarios, I don't think there's going to be much opportunity to really run this guy. I'm going to leave the rotations just like this. We're just going to get some orbs. I could probably, honestly, I could just probably put this fight on auto and just let it go, because this fight is so old now, and these units are so new that Kid Goku is just going to, the physical Kid Goku is just going to sweep it. This is the friend one. I don't think he has dodge on him. It's still double digits. Like, this event was really tough whenever it came out because of the defense lowering. I know I spent countless hours because I didn't have Tech Janemba. I think I talked about this in my original Kid Goku video, but I spent hours trying to beat the missions in this fight because I didn't have Tech Janemba for the Corroded Body and Mind team. And I was sitting there trying to run the Masked Saiyan as my leader with like a 70% lead. And that Goku would just do that. Slot 1, attack 1, lower my defense. And it's just like, great. And then we sweep the next phase that doesn't lower defense super fast. And we're just back-to-back phases that lower your defense. You're just going into that Great Ape Goku super crippled. You're barely stacking defense because the units you had to use at the time were just horrendous. They stack super slow because they're all old. They're all out of date. Oh, and you're only on like a 70% lead for one of your leaders. It was a horrible experience. Like there for a while, Dokkan was like releasing categories and then releasing missions for those categories that were just not good. It's like, what was it? We had that string of Super Battle Road stages that was like Revenge, and then what was that other really bad? It was like Rapid Growth, Revenge. I'm going to pull this up real quick. I'm going to, like, just hit auto real quick on this turn. It's probably going to go too fast. But I'm going to go and pull up in the wiki and try to find those Super Battle Road stages and remember what those were. Turn off auto just in case I can find it. Weekly events. Where is it now? I'm just going to look in all events. That should be easy. What is it under? Challenge events? Extreme Super Battle Road. There we go. What were the stages? Is it 21 through 30? No, these are still pretty good stages. 31 through 40. There's 6 movie heroes, Goku's family, Vegeta family, youth, Super Saiyans now. 41 through 50. Yeah, it's this one. 41 through 50. Yeah, they gave us Exploding Rage. Terrible category. But it's better now. But at the time, it was horrible. Revenge. Terrible category that ends led by AGL Bardock. They finally give us a wicked bloodline enemy where he can like, all right, turn 1, we're going to get Bardock out. Nope, they made him tech and he just like one-shots him. Team Bardock, to this day, still can't rainbow the LR Team Bardock. What? Like, maybe for Saiyan Day this year, they're going to easy him and give us the last copy. What the hell are they thinking? What are they doing with that guy? Why? What? He's not good. He wasn't really that good on release. Like, huh? What are they doing with him? Inhuman Deeds, led by LR Vegeta and Nappa, one of the worst released units ever. There were some people coping, oh, he's pretty decent. He's got his 3rd turn dodge. It's like, he sucks. He was ass. He did no damage. Earthlings, led by LR free-to-play Krillin, who was pretty good, but the roster for that team was still ass. It's like, I guess Videl, like, carried the team, basically. But you're still running 2 free-to-play LRs as your leader. And then you had Special Pose, led by Int Gotenks. Special Pose is ass. You know, people are trying to concoct recipes or team builds with, you know, like the Int Topo and Pride Troopers and Dispo to try to beat that stage. Majin Power was not very good just because Majin Power has like never had 6 good units all at the same time. They just get like bits and pieces scattered throughout. Rapid Growth, led by STR Kefla, horrible. All Out Struggle. I think I'm trying to remember when this came out. This one might have been okay because the 6th anniversary units came out. When did this release? I don't remember. No, maybe this one became okay after the 6th anniversary, but I don't remember when these stages came out exactly. And then, yeah, Saviors. Saviors was okay because you just run double Tech Gohan and you were fine. Yeah, these missions came out and it was like, what the hell? Like, they were just releasing strings of terrible categories. And then they just released immediately, like, missions for them and Super Battle Road stages. And I'm so glad they haven't really gone back to that. Here for a while, especially since they introduced 200% leads, we've pretty much just had good teams since they have done that. I'm trying to think of a bad team that they've released since 200% leaders. Trying to think. Yamcha's Warrior Raised on Earth is really good. Bardock's is... What is Bardock's? You know, I mean, even Raditz leader skill is good. It's like pure Saiyans. Majin Vegeta's isn't the best, just because you don't really want to run him as a leader. You know, he works best on the Trunks and Vegeta teams, so that's really where you're going to get the most use out of him. Also, I gotta hurry up. My phone battery's about to die again. I don't know. I can't do another video where my phone battery dies. In fact, I think I'm going to pause real quick, so there's going to be like a weird cut here in audio, and charge up my phone really quick. Hey, boo-boo, we're back. Alright, so... Sorry about that. For you guys, it's going to be no time at all. For me, it was like I mean, it wasn't that long. It was only a few minutes. Just to give my phone enough charge to get through this video, at least. And then I'm going to... See, normally I do charge my phone before I do these things, so I'm usually at 100% going in, but sometimes I'll be link leveling, and I'll fall asleep, especially on Saturdays. It's like I'll get up, start doing things, link level, maybe go work a little bit, come home, take a nap, charge my phone, then record. But today I just kept link leveling, forgot to plug in my phone, and fell asleep on the couch while I was taking a nap. So it's not charged. Goku, by the way, is at 294,000 defense with the Kid Gohan support. We have All in the Family active. I'm going to get Demon King Piccolo his damage reduction, and we're going to keep going on. I have no clue what I was talking about before this, so I'm just going to probably start talking about a new topic. If I can even think of one, I don't know. I have no clue what I was talking about before. It's been, you know, I got up, I went and, like, got some water. You know, I was, like, walking around the house, ran around the living room with my dog. Like, I have no clue what I was even talking about before. My short-term memory, my long-term... my memory in general is just completely gone. It's what happened. I'm not even that old. I mean, I feel old. I have old people problems. Not related to my mind. Maybe also related to my mind, but I don't, like, go to doctors for that. So anyway... but just, like, remembering what I was talking about before is rather difficult. If you're even this far into the video still, because what are we, like 10 minutes in? If you're even still this far into the video, let me know. If you are, I definitely appreciate it, but I expect most people hopped off at about the 3-minute mark, or they're just clicking through to find attack stats of Kid Goku. Which I could do that for these videos, you know, I could only record the turns that he's on, but usually I'm just in a groove talking about something, and I don't want to like pause and stop, and try to come up with like where I was every time, because as you can tell, every time I have to like stop recording, my brain just like, whatever I was talking about at the time, just completely, it fades away. Like Thanos is just like all thoughts and just snaps them away. Like just like that, just snap, gone. Kid Goku being an absolute menace, by the way, to GT Super Saiyan 3, Kid Goku. Let me know if you guys are big fans of GT. I like Super Saiyan 4s. I think the Super Saiyan 4s are, like, I think that was a really good idea. I like their design. I like a lot of the enemy concepts. I like the ideas of, like, oh, you abuse the Dragon Balls. There's a consequence to that, you know? Now you've created, like, I don't want to call them, like, bad spirits, but, you know, your bad wishes now are going to come back to haunt you. Like, I love the concept of that. I like Baby, you know? It's just, like, him coming back, taking over the world. I thought that was a good concept. But man, just so much of GT is... it's wait for Goku. It's like the only episodes that matter are the ones where Goku is fighting the boss. Everything other than that, you just skip the entirety of it because it's just people jobbing, losing, dying. It doesn't matter unless Goku's there. That's why, you know, people call GT, they call it Goku time. Because it really is. It's everybody is worthless in that series. You see people talk about all the time, like, oh, I wish they'd get Trunks and Goten more involved. Like, man, they're really wasting them in Super. Why are they still kids? You know, they brought them back for the big movie, and they're still just gag characters. You know, they're just fat Gotenks the whole time. You know, now they're doing like their high school arc in the manga, but it's just like, did GT really do them much better? Like, did they really provide much? Like, I know I have them over there on the sidebar, where, but like, were they really doing much in GT? Because I don't remember them doing much in GT, especially Goten. Goten in GT, I just think is like awful. But I mean, maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm alone in that. Let me know what you guys think of GT. I think Dragon Ball Super is just infinitely, like, 1,000,000 times, 100 times, 300 billion times better than GT. Like, it gets so many more characters involved. You know, the powers, people are like, the power scaling. Like, I do not care about the power scaling. I want characters to be involved. If that means that Android 17 was on an island training the Cell Juniors for however many years, I think that's hilarious and fantastic. And he's like my favorite character. Well, he's like top 3 character in Tournament of Power. I think probably Frieza is my favorite character in the Tournament of Power. Like, every time there was a Frieza episode, I was like, all right, this is like good. And then I think it's probably Vegeta. Vegeta had so many good speeches, so many good moments in Tournament of Power that I think I have to put him up there as like one of my favorites. And then probably 17, and then maybe like Roshi. I love the Roshi episode, you know. Whenever he gives his speech to Krillin and Goku, I think that is just like a top Dragon Ball moment of all time. That episode, it gives me so much joy thinking about it, thinking about like, wow, here's this guy. And it's also funny too, you know, people are like, where with this when Raditz invaded Earth? Why couldn't Roshi just Mafuba and kill? But, you know, it's like, listen, he had all that pent-up sexual energy that he had to get out of him, you know? He had to go train and get that. He had to get his lust out, and now he just converted it into his power, and he's like the world's most strongest, like he's the world's strongest human again, basically. Like, you know, I love that he was just going around the tournament, Mafubaing everybody and chunking him out. You know, was it Champa gets mad and he's like, hey, he's bringing an item, that's not fair. And then the Zenos do their little, you can't see me doing it, but they're doing their little thing where they like touch their head. It's just like, the Zenos to me felt like they really represented like the Dragon Ball audience. It's just like, who cares, man? It's like, if Zeno loves it, I love it, it's allowed. Taking a super here, double digits, that's fantastic. You know, we do have a lot. We have like, what, 108% support and 8% damage reduction on this turn, but he did take double digits from this Goku. I don't think he hit super hard, but you know, hey, we took him in here. He took double digits. That's good to see. That means he's definitely taking double digits in the next phase too, I believe, since he'll have type advantage. And he'll have true like type advantage in this. You can see like the arrow on that physical Kid Goku is pointing down. That's because this Goku doesn't have class advantage over us. Granted, we don't have class advantage over him either. But, so I guess technically we're neutral against it? How does that work? No. Well, hang on. We don't have class advantage over him. So if we're type effective, we are like type neutral. So I think the arrow is... The arrow isn't... It's not like straight up. I think it's just slanted up. Is that what it is? See, I don't remember offhand what it actually does. We get the 7 orbs, and we can get Jackie Chun and 18 key super for his damage reduction. Perfect. But yeah, Tournament of Power is like Zeno. He was like representing the audience. You know, is like anytime there was a cool moment, Zeno was into it. I was into it. Like whatever Zeno was doing, I was doing. I was like, yeah, like this is it. You know. I love the Tournament of Power. I think that is just a fun set of episodes. I think so many people get caught up on like the first 2 arcs of Dragon Ball Super that are just the remakes of the movies that really weren't animated well. You know, they were in super crunch time trying to get those things done. I love this KO screen, Goku smiling there on the bottom. You know, some people get caught up in that. They're like, oh, you think Dragon Ball Super's good? Explain this! And they show like a picture of, you know, a bad frame of Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Let's not pretend that every episode of Dragon Ball Z is animated perfectly either. You know, you can go find some frames in there that are not perfect. And I know they came out at different time periods, but is that really an excuse? I'm gonna put Goku in slot 1 here. I think this Gohan can handle slot 1. But I'm just gonna put Goku in slot 1 just to see how it goes. I think we can get the Dokkan attack here, so we're gonna just do like a 18 bagillion damage to him here. A googillion damage or whatever it is. You know, we're just gonna do a ton here. Because we're at full health, so we're at full attacking power. Boom, boom, boom. I missed it. I swear I hit that though. I can't show you where I was tapping, I don't think, but I promise you I hit that. I have weird thumbs though, so you know maybe I missed it. They're like bent weird. I don't know how to. Like I don't have a hitchhiker's thumb really, but like if I put my thumb up straight, it's like bent, and if I like, I can't show you what I mean, but like it doesn't bend straight. But yeah, I think Dragon Ball Super way better than GT. That's my takeaway from the last 10 minutes before I got distracted talking about my stupid thumb. Let's see, DKP is really good. I'd say if I was ranking like the 4, what is it? We got Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Z. Look at that. Look at that god just tanking. If I had to rank the 4, what'd I do? I'd probably do original Dragon Ball first. I guess I would have to put Super at 3rd just because I don't know if I can put Super above Z. Just because Z is so classic and timeless. But ask me again in like, I was gonna say like 10 years after the anime last aired, but we're getting close to that, and that doesn't make me very happy. Or at least it feels like it. Like when, hey, I have to look this up. When did the last? I don't remember. When was the last episode of Dragon Ball Super? In 2018, so I guess we're about like at the halfway point before I can say, you know, 10 years. Ask me again in 2028 what I thought. Hopefully that's the sub time. I didn't really... Oh! I remembered what I was talking about before I left to charge my phone. We were talking about 200% leaders. If you made it this far, let me know. Like, we gotta catch up on that conversation. So yeah, but I think I would have to go Dragon Ball. I think if I was gonna go, I think easier to do tiers. I think I put Dragon Ball in like the top tier. And then I would have like 3 tiers, because I mean there's only 4 things. I think I would tie Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super with Dragon Ball Z like if I was ranking the tiers, I'd have them at like the top spot in that second tier, and then I put GT. I'd actually put a space, and then I would put GT. I do not like GT. Like Goku, people are like, Goku's such an idiot in Dragon Ball Super. Like, he's never like this. I want Superman Goku back. And it's like, did you watch? And then they're like, I want serious GT Goku too. Like, did you watch the Super 17 fight? Have you seen that? Where Super 17 is just absorbing all the Ki Blast, and Goku's like, now I'm gonna try something even more powerful. And then he just shoots him another Ki Blast, and he's like, all right, time to try something else. And he just shoots another Ki Blast. Super 17 is just just absorbing it. Like, dude, what are you doing, man? Like, and then they beat him with Android 18 showing up there like, you killed Krillin, and then like showers him in Ki Blast, and that is such a goofy fight. Like, I don't know how you can watch that and then you can watch like, I don't know, like 17 versus Kakunsa, which doesn't sound like a crazy fight, but then you go watch it, and like 17 is just like, all right, hey, you reminded me of the animals back on the island, and I missed a step, but it's serious time now. And then he like jumps on the sun of the Tournament of Power and just blasts her out of there. Like, that is so raw, man. Like, you don't get that in GT, where other people are having cool moments. GT, this game is really weird. We have like Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is like the most represented anniversary unit. And his contribution to GT is he shows up, like transforms, and it's like, hey, time to fuse, bud. Then they fuse, and like, that's it. Like, and then you just like, they unfuse, and then Goku powers down, and Vegeta's like, all right, we're fine. And then like, he powers down almost like immediately after. It's the goofiest, like, they just give him nothing. Vegeta just gets wiped by Super 17. Majub, they're like, oh, we're bringing in Majub. Like, they're like, all right, you remember Oob? He flew off. They trained together. Now he's fusing with Boo. Like, they're becoming one again. Like, all that power. Like, Kid Boo, like, fully powered up again, And then Majub, like, flies out of the building. He's like, all right, I'm going to go take down Baby. He's like, all right, Baby. He does 2 attacks, and then Baby reverses it, turns him into chocolate, and eats him. It's like, what the hell? Like, what was the point of having this whole sequence where, like, Boo, like, tragically tells Mr. Satan, like, listen, man, like, thanks for being my friend. I love you, but, it's my time. I got to go help out. Like, they have this whole sequence. Oob is down on the floor and, like, dying. And like, they fuse. It's like they have this whole like heartwarming thing just for you chocolate immediately. Like, thanks, bud. You showed up, you lost. Anyway, let me know what you guys think of Kid Goku. Did he perform better in here than he did before ZZA? I think so. I'd hope so. That's kind of usually how EZAs work. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching. I still never talked about the 200% leaders. The worst one probably is the new 8th anniversary Goku and Vegeta from the Buu Saga. Maybe. Or, like, I mean, not counting the Heroes units. Those suck. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.